Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and I'm bringing you Duel of Ages, the Event Horizon. This is the Regulators versus the Goon Bean Counters. So I've gone ahead and finished the game, right? So I think the last time I started or had a gameplay was like turn 13. So looking at it here, so we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18. Normally I only have one red bead. The red bead, when I pull the red bead from the bag, that signifies the end, the last turn. So I think I explained it last time. I think I want to say I had three or four blue beads and then one red bead in the bag. Well, the red bead was the actual last bead drawn, so it did go to the full length, but I ended up having a tie, so I went one more turn. So let me see a couple of highlights from the last 4 or 5 turns that you guys didn't get to see. Sienna, so Boa moved Sienna. She tried to get into the white base. She was going to destroy one of the sites in the base, and that Sting Whip got her. So the Sting Whip actually is pretty potent. So it has a 6 penetration and 3 damage. And I figured Sienna, you probably can't see that because of the glare, but Sienna has a really good stealth and a really good react. So I was like, she's probably not going to get hit by that Sting Whip. Well, Sting Whip got her and caused enough damage to kill her or imprison her. I chose to imprison her. So, Little Shop of Horrors, Audrey 2. For those of you that remember that movie, the plant was Audrey 2. I actually had to look up the plant. I remember the dentist was Seymour, because I always remember the line, "Feed me, Seymour." But the plant was named Audrey, so I nicknamed the Sting Whip Audrey. So Audrey got fed by Sienna. Let's see, what else happened that was kind of significant. Pat Garrett ended up going into the Modern Labyrinth, and he faced a challenge, which I thought was a perfect challenge for him. So you look at this one, it's the price of your soul. You're a beat cop, and the mobsters want you to do them a few favors now and then. So it is an honor challenge, and of course Pat Garrett being the lawman, he was perfectly suited for that modern challenge. So he ended up tying up the Modern Labyrinth 1-1. So that's kind of what made the difference, I think. There was a little bit battling back and forth in Lith's Labyrinth. Let's see, what else? Brad was really successful destroying a couple of sites. He destroyed a site, and then a site got repaired, and then he went back and redestroyed it. So Brad's really good. Even though he's a slacker, he's pretty good at doing base destruction, because a squeak is good enough to destroy any place in the base. So Brad almost always gets a squeak, right, just because of his special ability. So if you look at his special ability in Adventure, you check luck. On a 0 to 2, it's a fop. On a 3 to 9, it's a squeak. So your chances are, looks like 70% chance to get a squeak. So he's pretty good at doing that. But what basically came down for winning is, so the Goon Bean Counters, they had one chance left in here. They had Brad and they had Ulsasha here in the white base. Brad was successful at destroying the Highgate. And then Ulsasha, this was only going to tie the game, by the way. So Ulsasha had an experience counter, and he was going to break out. He was going to attempt a prison break. Well, if you look here at breaking out prisoners, it's a strength challenge. And if you get in a maze, you can free 2 prisoners. So we would have tied, and we would have had another tie break turn. So Ulsasha has a strength of 7, and then he popped an experience counter, which gave him a strength of 8 temporarily. So he was better by 3, and I believe Ulsasha got this card, so he got a pass. And a pass on breaking out prisoners is only getting out 1 prisoner. So had he been able to break out both prisoners, we would have had a tie game still, because the combat achievement would have been, well, actually, you know what? I think, let me take that back. Oh, so wounded characters count towards combat achievement as well. So you know what? That wouldn't have mattered, because Sasha's wounded, Boris is wounded, Sienna's wounded, Anorak's wounded. So you know what? I take all that back. Even breaking out both of those characters, it looked like the Renegades still would have had the combat achievement. So it really wouldn't have mattered. But, so maybe I played one turn longer than I had to. Doesn't really matter. Turns go by pretty quick when you know what you're doing. Or if you don't know what you're doing. So there we have it. So it looks like the Regulators will go on. They'll advance. And I'm not sure if I'm going to jump right into another game to the next match. I've got a lot of games that I've kind of been wanting to play. I've got, if you look down there, I've just got Panzer in the mail. I got Panzer and all the expansions. I've had MBT for a long time. And I was always like, you know what? I kind of want Panzer too. More for the maps, so that I could use the maps in MBT. But, you know, Panzer's, it's the same game. It's just World War II, right? So I've got a lot of Imperial Assault stuff that I might want to play. SPQ. I don't even know what I want to do. I've got so much nonsense over there that it's getting to the point now where I almost have more games still in shrink wrap than I do games not in shrink wrap. And I know it's, you know, probably sounds terrible. It's first world problems, right? That's basically what I've got. So, but anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to go over real quick, a quick recap of Duel of Ages, and then this match has been concluded with, again, the winner going to the Regulators. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. And with that being said, Sapper aka Sean out.